Hello everyone and welcome to another LEGO Star Wars review. Today we're going to take a look at quite possibly my biggest LEGO Star Wars review today. And before I jump into the review, once again I want to give a big thanks and a thumbs up to the guys over at the LEGO group who were kind enough to supply this set for a review. This is by far the best set from the 2014 range of LEGO Star Wars products. It's one of the more pricey items, but let me tell you, this thing is absolutely incredible. It's a stunning set, and you know, on face value, you could even fool me that this one was an Ultimate Collector Series set. It's just stunning. Enough talk. It's this one. Set number 75055, the Imperial Star Destroyer. An incredible set all around. Absolutely stunning in terms of aesthetics. You know, this really does look the part. And it's packed to the brim with features as well. As you can see from the artwork on the front, this thing is absolutely huge. It's an incredible piece, let me tell you, and I really can't wait to show you this one. As you can see on the front of the box there, we do have a rundown of some of the minifigures that are included in the set, all of which are brand new. And again, some fantastic artwork on the front of the box. If we come around the back, we do indeed get a rundown of some of the features that this one has, as well as a few action shots of the Star Destroyer in action. So really cool packaging for this one. And what's inside the packaging is even cooler. Now before we jump into the review on the Star Destroyer itself, as always with these LEGO Star Wars reviews, we're going to take a look at the minifigures that come included with the set first. And we'll begin with the main character, this guy, Darth Vader. This is a really cool minifigure and a very nice update to the previously released versions of Vader. With this guy, a lot more detail has been given to the torso and the legs. As you can see there, you've got the folds and creases of the robes. You've got some stunning detail on the belt and chest apparatus. You've got the armor plate in there. Just an all-round excellent figure. Printed detail on this one is awesome, although one thing I will suggest to LEGO is the fact that I would really like to see an updated LEGO Star Wars Darth Vader helmet. We've seen this same helmet released with every single Darth Vader figure in the line so far, so it would be really nice to get an update on that. I'm not saying it's bad by any means, but it'd be nice to see it updated. Obviously, Darth Vader does come included with his trademark red lightsaber. He also has a soft goods cape and a removable helmet. Now I do have a bit of an issue with this one because I don't know if it's just you, or if it's just me, sorry, but that looks a little bit more like the Emperor than it does Darth Vader. Obviously he's got the more tanned skin tone, so it's obviously meant to be a younger Darth Vader than the one that we see unmasked in Revenge of the Sith. Not Revenge of the Sith, Return of the Jedi, my apologies. But I don't know, the LEGO form of this figure just looks a lot more like the Emperor. Obviously it's not supposed to be because you've got all the burns and scarring there on the face, and if we come around the back of the figure we've got some of that scar printed there as well. But I don't know, it just looks a little bit more like Palpatine or Darth Sidious than it does Darth Vader. But it's not a major issue. Obviously this figure is going to remain helmeted for the most part, and all around it's a decent figure. Nice addition and obviously a necessity for the Imperial Star Destroyer. Obviously Darth Vader is going to need some Imperial crew members to force choke, and we get those in the form of the, now I want to say Imperial Scanning Crew, but I know that's not the technical name for this guy. Bear with me while I refer to the box. This is an Imperial crew member. He's just listed as Imperial Crew. And he is of course one of the communications officers that sits along the bridge of the Star Destroyer. As you can see, he features a brand new Imperial cap. He features some very cool printed details on the jumpsuit, and as you can see he's got a very worried look on his face. I think I'd be worried too if Darth Vader was on my Star Destroyer. And he's also got the communications device printed on the side of the head as well. So very cool minifigure, and he looks fantastic seated inside at the bridge. That's the Imperial Crew. Next we have an Imperial Officer who, if I didn't know any better, is meant to be Captain Needa, who is of course the Imperial Officer that we see in The Empire Strikes Back, and meets an untimely end at the hands of Darth Vader. This guy's very, very cool. He's got the rank code cylinder printed there on the torso. He's got the Imperial Officer uniform, once again a brand new Imperial Officer cap, and a very cool printed head as well. As you can see, he's got some very cool sideburns going on there, and a very worried and concerned look on his face as well. So a couple of really cool Imperial crew members there. Next up we have a Death Star Trooper, which we've seen in the line before, although this guy's a little bit different. Rather than featuring armour on his chest, he's just got creases and folds of a black jumpsuit, and as you can see, he does indeed have a communications device printed to his head as well. This guy comes with a blaster pistol, and he's also got the trademark Death Star Trooper head or helmet as well. So very, very cool figure, and once again a great addition to the Imperial Army. Finally, we do get a couple of regular foot soldiers with this set, and those come in the form of Imperial Stormtroopers. Now these are brand new Stormtroopers. Obviously the helmets are the same that we've seen throughout the LEGO Star Wars line, but they've been given updated new prints which look very, very nice. Very similar to the ones seen on the AT-AT driver helmet that I showed you in my last video. They do come included with blaster rifles, and as you can see, they've been given updated printing on the torso and legs as well. Underneath the helmets we just have regular clone trooper heads, and these guys are very cool indeed, and I expect to see a lot more of these throughout the LEGO Star Wars line as it progresses. So that's the minifigures from the set. Once again, Stormtroopers, Imperial Crew, a Death Star Trooper or Navy Commander, and of course the Dark Lord of the Sith himself, Darth Vader. So you get some really cool minifigures with this set. What I've done with the Star Destroyer itself is I haven't actually set up these guys inside, obviously, but what I have done is I've taken some of my earlier LEGO Star Wars minifigures and I've dotted them around inside the Star Destroyer, so you can just get a look at this one with, you know, different characters set up inside it, because this thing it doubles really as a vehicle and a playset, which is really, really cool in my opinion. So let's jump into the review of this one, shall we? Here it is. Hope we can get this all on shot. As I said, it's absolutely huge and it weighs a ton. But as I said, it's an absolutely stunning piece. As you can see, once again, as I've said in numerous reviews in the past, you know, it's kind of hard to recreate a screen accurate replica of a vehicle or a set from the films, obviously because you've got these studded pieces dotted around the set. But this thing just looks incredible. It looks just like it jumped off the screen. It's an absolutely stunning set. As I said, absolutely huge, but very, very cool. As I said, it comes with a ton of features. It is covered in dust, so my sincerest apologies for that. But it is absolutely incredible. As I said, it's absolutely huge. I'm not entirely sure of the measurements of this one, but it's very long, very wide, and as I said, very, very heavy. If you want to know how big this one is, you know, if you're sizing up a display or anything like that, you can check out the video description as all the product specifications are in there. So what we'll do, as always, we'll take a look at some of the external details of this one, and then we'll jump into the interior. So first and foremost, obviously, you've got the command bridge. Once again, this vehicle is horrifically underscaled, but like with the AT-AT, if this thing was to scale, it would be the size of, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 houses, let alone just one. What I really like about this one though is that they've used an incredible amount of small, tiny pieces to recreate some of the detail on this set, and it just looks fantastic. So as I said, there's the command bridge, and as you can see, you've got the shield generators on the top there. As we come down to the front of the vehicle, as you'll see, we've got some flick fire missiles at either side, just there, which again you just tap at the back and they'll fire out. We also have a carry handle as well, which just lifts out from the centre of the vehicle, and you can then use that to hold the Star Destroyer like so. It probably makes more sense to carry the Star Destroyer around like this rather than trying to hold it from the bottom. Obviously this makes it a little bit unstable, and if you drop it then you're going to have a mess on your hands. But yeah, really cool that they included the carry handle, and this does factor into some of the interior detail of the set as well. As you can see, on either side of the bridge we do indeed have some anti-aircraft cannons which can actually be moved around. As you'll see at the back of the set, just here, hidden away, we have a couple of levers, and these do indeed operate these cannons, and they can move from side to side, which is really, really cool. If we come around the back of the Star Destroyer, we've got some absolutely incredible detail around the engines. Really love these blue translucent pieces that they've used. Really does look the part, and you can just imagine this one flying over the top of your heads in the cinema. Hope you're getting a decent look at that. The majority of this set is made up of Technic pieces as well. Obviously there's a lot of gadgets and gizmos going on with this one, but it does look very, very cool indeed. Now, one of the most fun aspects of this entire set is the fact that it does indeed all open up to reveal some very cool interior features. Now basically all you have to do to have a look inside the interior is lift off this top piece, which just comes away like so, and then open up the side panels like this. Now, do bear with me because I've got a terrible feeling that I'm going to drop this one. But as you can see, as I said earlier on in the video, this one does indeed double as a playset, which is really, really cool. Now, some of the interior side panels, they look a little bit messy, you know, they look a little bit unfinished, but the main attraction of this one is in the centerpiece of the set. So let's take a look at that. Again, apologies about the dust. You've got some fantastic features inside this one, and as I said, I have indeed set up some minifigures just to give you a look at how it looks in situ. One minifigure that I almost forgot to mention that's included with this set, if I just put the Star Destroyer down for a second, is this little guy, the Mouse Droid. Made up of just a few Lego pieces. He looks very, very cool and is a nice addition to the set overall. So as we come inside the Star Destroyer, we'll start at the front and work our way back. So just bear with me while I zoom in on this one and move the AT-AT out of the way as well. As you can see, you've got the command bridge there, and you'll see just there I've included a couple of minifigures who are operating the controls. So this is obviously the bridge that we see throughout the films that Darth Vader continuously walks along to have a look outside his window. Got some nice control panel detail in there. Very, very cool. Just next to the bridge we do have a weapons storage unit. I'm just going to fold this side of the Star Destroyer up so it's not as much in my way. But there we go, we've got some weapons storage there with a couple of clips for some blasters. As you can see, there is the mechanism for the carry handle. I've set up a couple of Imperial guards at the back there. And if we come around the other side of the set, we have a sort of mission control unit. As you can see there, we've got a screen with some technical data on it, as well as a coffee cup for those thirsty hard workers on the Star Destroyer. As you can see, I've placed in an astromech on there as well. And we also have a very cool hologram of Emperor Palpatine. So this thing really does act as a fantastic playset. I'm just going to set up a couple of those minifigures inside just to give you a look at how this thing looks when it's, you know, chock-a-block full of figures. As I said, it's an absolutely incredible set. Really impressed with the playset aspect of this one. As you can see there, it looks really, really cool. once you set up some minifigures inside. As I said, the only problem with holding the Star Destroyer by the bottom is the fact that some of these pieces do indeed pop up, such as the bridge. So obviously it does make a lot more sense to carry this one by the handle. And that ensures that none of the set breaks. So all in all, a fantastic set. I hope I've covered all the features of this one. Once again, if you wish to just conceal all these hidden features, you can just close those flaps back up like so, and you can then proceed to replace the top part of the Star Destroyer, just like that. So fantastic set all around, very impressed with this one. As I said, this is definitely the pick of the 2014 range of LEGO Star Wars products. I'm incredibly impressed with this one, and I think once you pick this one up, you guys will be too. As I said, it's very pricey. It's not sort of in the realm of the Ultimate Collector Series sets, but it does cost a pretty penny. But as I said, worth every single one in my opinion. So there we go, that is set number 75055, the Imperial Star Destroyer. Once again, I hope you've enjoyed having a look at this one, and I'll be back to give you a look at not only many more LEGO sets, but some Hasbro figures and vehicles as well, and just tons more Star Wars goodness on the channel. So be sure to stay tuned for all of those, plus many more. If I have forgotten any features, then I'm sure that the very vocal community out there will let me know. But for now, I hope you've enjoyed having a look at it, and as I said, I'll be back with more reviews very soon. So thank you for watching, guys, and until my next video, as always, keep collecting, and may the Force be with you.